Guys, we have two more stories to cover before we jump in and take your live questions. This news broke yesterday. Or I'm sorry, excuse me, on Friday. We didn't have a chance to cover it on Friday. It was later in the day, and stuff started happening. And now here we are on Monday. Black Panther. Black Panther is going to start shooting in July. It was announced, not just is it going to start shooting in July, but they've also cast what is looking like the main protagonist. If anyone has been watching the Netflix show Narcos Mexico, I guess one of the stars of the show, Tenoch Huerta, I hope I'm saying that correctly, Tenoch Huerta. If I pronouncing that, my apologies. But it looks like he is being cast as one of the main protagonists of the film. No details have been made regarding any new casting announcements, nor have any announcements been made regarding what is going to become of the role of Black Panther. Now, of course, there's been plenty of speculation since the death, the sudden, shocking death of Chadwick Boseman. To he and his family, this probably wasn't quite so sudden. They knew that he was battling cancer. They knew he had been battling cancer for a while, but this was not public knowledge to the rest of us. So now the big question has been, are they going to recast? Are they going to write out the character of T'Challa and respect the acting done by Chadwick Boseman? If anybody's been watching the show, you know where I stand on this matter. I feel that after an appropriate amount of time has passed, they announce, so-and-so is going to be playing. I think they should recast. I think it is improper to tell the stories that they want to tell. But then again, I don't know the stories that they want to tell, right? It only makes sense to me to recast the role. My opinion is that they've already recast the role. They already know who's going to be playing Black Panther, or rather T'Challa in the next film. This is my own opinion. I don't think that they dare announce that anytime soon. I think a proper mourning period needs to happen. And then once everyone's had a moment to kind of like take a breath, then I think Marvel is going to announce what they're going to do, specifically who is going to take up the reins of T'Challa as Black Panther. Now, a lot of people have speculated that the role of Black Panther is going to be passed from T'Challa to his younger sister, Shuri. There's precedent. This has happened in the comics. This is something that the fans want, by and large, maybe want to have happen. There's a huge pushback to say you can't. First of all, we already know that there's not going to be a CGI Chadwick Boseman. I think we can all agree that's A, a bad decision, and B, just weird. That would just be weird. I don't think anybody wants to see that, but I'm on board with team recast. Larken, where do you stand with this? Are you team recast or are you team Shuri? Where do you stand?
Well, and I have not followed the comics, but some people that I follow on Twitter, sort of the comic purists, are saying that that's the appropriate move because there is some precedent for that. I think there's also enough sort of space in the comics that it's not as if there's one right answer. I had not heard what you just said about the CGI piece. I was kind of bracing myself for this, movie magic of we're gonna splice in old footage and da 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 da. I was ready for that.
I think
Not
if the
excited
Rise of
about it.
Skywalker has taught us anything, it's that is just a bad idea. Bad
Yeah,
idea.
it's right. Yeah, that was exactly where my mind went too. So, I think that's a good move not to do that. Um, it's funny, and I wish this wasn't an issue, but I do feel like Marvel's gotten so much pushback for some of the other characters that it is really highlighting some women characters in
Yeah.
other properties that I really feel like there might be some resistance to promoting Sherry, even though she's wildly popular. Everybody loves that character. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I think you're right though. I think the recasting could happen. Um, you know,
I think maybe for
appropriate.
like a Black Panther 3 or maybe like
Mhm.
I don't know, Avengers 5 or something like a future
Right.
story installment, it would make sense to pass the the mantle of Black Panther down to his little sister, to
Mhm.
Shuri. But so here, like in my mind, the main news story right now is that Marvel has already announced that they're going to start filming in July. Which you live in Atlanta, they film in Atlanta.
I know.
You might hear a little
Yeah.
bit more buzz than I do.
Yeah.
But if
Just to see what actors are in town. Yeah.
right, well, hey, you and Tom Holland are hanging out all the time now, I guess, because he's down
We
there
do.
right now. But the way that I see it, they've already announced that they're going to start filming in July, right? Which means they've announced the start date. They know when they're going to start filming. So my thought process is, if the articles that had been published are completely true about who knew prior to Chadwick Boseman's death, who knew that he had cancer, Kevin Feige probably knew. Oh, hello, kitty.
Speaking of Black
I
Panther,
know,
yeah,
right?
sorry.
There's a very strong chance that Kevin Feige knew. There's a very strong chance that Bob Iger knew. Um,
Hmm.
there's a very strong chance that Ryan Coogler knew, writer and director. Like a very very small key group of people may have known. We don't know. There hasn't been confirmation yet as to how much awareness there was, but we knew that Ryan Coogler had written the script, like he had finished the script before the death of Chadwick Boseman. And that was what, a month and a half ago, almost 2 months ago, not quite. So, given that bit of information, you can't, let's just go ahead and say it was 2 months ago because I can't quite remember dates off the top of my head. Let's just say it was 2 months ago. You can't rewrite an entire feature film in 2 months and then say, all right, boom, here's going to be our filming date. It is possible, having said that they're going to do rewrites to rewrite the character and figure out how to pass the mantle down to
Hmm.
Shuri in the next 7 months before they start filming. I don't see that happening. I think the timetable is I think the window is too small. And to deliver the type of product that Marvel is known for delivering, I think 7 months is too much of a truncated time window. What do you think?
Yeah, and I think you're right. I mean, I guess no one has told us who knew what, but if Kugler had any intimation about this, then I think you're right. That this would be something that was, if not, anticipated, was at least acknowledged as a
Yeah.
possibility. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with the narrative. Because yeah, I mean that is a really fast timeline, and it just seems really, again, talking about just the idea of the shock and the respect for the work and all that good stuff. I would be surprised if people were moving forward that quickly, if they really were starting from complete zero.
Right, right. Yeah. I mean it's a quick what's the term when they flip a table in a restaurant really quickly? Is that just
Yeah,
turnover, right?
turnover, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
high turnover. Anyway, guys, a question is for you. What do you think about the news that Black Panther will be starting to film in July? That's only 7 months away. It's not that far out. So it's not a crazy thought to think two things. Either A, that they have already recast the role and they're moving ahead with the original script, or B, 7 months is a tight window to rewrite an entire feature film, but it's also not outside of the realm of impossibility. I mean, if COVID has taught us anything, it's that something that was impossible yesterday now suddenly is possible today. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. What do you guys think? Jump down to the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Okay, guys. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, click like. And if you really like this video, click subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, click share. Because that is exactly what Weird Al Yankovic would want you to do. Dun, 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 dun.